She graced Daring Abroad some time back with amazing feedback.
Yes, overwhelming. Really, really overwhelming.
Many have been seeking her guidance on job and education opportunities in Canada, where she works as a lecturer. Today, Dr. Roselyne OKech tells us what changed after she shared her story on this show.
Yes, two students joined last September. They are doing computational mathematics. And I was very proud. I was really, really proud of them, and they're doing well. And so I'm very, very excited that they at least they joined and they come to my office, they say hello, you know, so it's, we talk Kiswahili.
When I met Dr. Roselyne OKech in Cornerbrook City in November 2017, a meal of ugali and sukuma wiki was the only thing that made her feel at home in a city of only about 20,000 people. She was the only Kenyan living in the city then. Roselyne, who teaches tourism at the Grenfell campus Memorial University, says appearing on Daring Abroad made her a celebrity.
I've had a lot, and you know, the inquiries are just too overwhelming. People are calling my office directly, you know, because now you just Google my name and I'm all over. So people even leave voice messages in my office, you know, just I really want my son to come, I want my daughter to come, how can I help? I've received a lot of requests for scholarships. Students are really looking for scholarships. So I really think that Daring Abroad really, really makes us get out of our box, you know, and just know that you can make it.
So 2 students have already joined the campus, and there are many more who would like to join. But funding can be a big challenge. And the question many ask is, how can one get a scholarship?
Scholarship is very competitive, and I don't discourage them. You have to just run in the race like everybody else. But it's very, very competitive. Some schools or some disciplines have better funding than others. So again, it depends on the discipline in which you want. A lot of scholarships, you know, in arts might not be as high as somebody who wants to do sciences, for instance. But like I said, it's very, very competitive. Make sure that you follow the rules that are there, and you can still make it, because we do have quotas. We do have quotas that they give for people coming from third world countries and people, you know, coming from different, you know, African countries. So you just have to look out for them. Just make sure that you do whatever they ask you, follow the rules, and just keep on applying. You shouldn't give up.
The Memorial University, what can Kenyans want to go there study?
The most common courses, of course, everybody wants to do business. So business management is usually, business studies is usually very common. Even for masters, a lot of people now are doing MBA and they want to proceed. But we have a lot of programs there. Psychology, if you want to do education, I'm in tourism department. You can be able to do fine arts. You know, and that is, for me, I think it's something that we really need to nurture in Kenya, the fine arts aspect. I don't think we are really exposed to that as much.
For undergraduate,
yes,
maybe per year, what would it cost one?
My university actually is the cheapest in Canada. Yeah,
okay.
It is. A lot of people really come to Memorial because of the low fees. Even some students within Canada leave their provinces to come there because of the low fees. So that is one advantage. Now, international students, they are charged differently from local students, obviously. So about $9,000 a year, the student can be able to, you know, that is in Canadian. Canadian is a little different from the US. So about $9,000 for tuition fees.
It would be like how much in Kenyan shillings?
It will be around approximately 700,000 Kenya shillings. Yes.
Tuition.
So, tuition.
Then?
Yes, tuition, and then accommodation. You have to pay hostels a fee that could be about another $5,000, and then maybe books. So let's say a little over $20,000 per year. A student can be able to study as an international student. But We usually have, when they come in for the first years, they have the opportunity to get a little bit of funding. So some of those costs are, you can be able to take care of some of those costs, and they can be able to get part-time jobs as well.
It's possible to work and
It's possible to work and pay, yes, yes.
But they're limited in a number of hours.
Yes, yeah, they're only limited to 20 hours when they're in session. When they close, per week.
Per week, okay.
When they close, you can work as many hours as you want, and you have an exactly 4 months. So students really, when they come, they just probably need the fee for the first year. A diligent student and a disciplined student can pay their own way.
Roselyne, who hails from Siaya County, moved to Canada in 2009. She is a former lecturer of Maseno University. She says many of her former students are doing well in the hospitality industry in Kenya. Among them, Duncan Mwangi, the general manager of Acacia Premier in Kisumu.
That was my former students in Maseno. So my students are really doing well. The chair of the department in Maseno right now was also my former student.
The chair of?
Of the department in Maseno, in tourism department, ecotourism department, was also my former student, Dr. Billy.
In Canada, sabbatical leaves mean a lot to lecturers. Dr. OKech took one this year and managed to tour 7 countries, including her motherland, Kenya.
My university has got 2 types of sabbatical. When you work for 6 years, you're entitled to a whole year sabbatical. If you work for 3 years, you're entitled to a half sabbatical, which is about 4 months. So because I didn't want to wait for 6 years, it's too long, I decided to take the 3 years. So every 3 years, I'm entitled to half sabbatical. So this year, I was up for the winter semester, I was up for sabbatical. So I've been around from December, really, but the sabbatical started officially in January 1st till April. So I took my sabbatical, and one of the things that you're required is you do research.
It is during Dr. OKech's last leg of her sabbatical that we interviewed her in Nairobi.
While I've been here, I've attended 2 international conferences. The first one was in Malta, and the second one was in Croatia. And the Croatian one is very significant because I was awarded the Female Researcher Award International. And I was even interviewed by the Montenegro TV station. I was the best female there. It's something that
Congratulations.
Really, thank you. It was something that really took me aback, but I'm very proud. Also, I went to South Africa, so I've been engaged in a little bit of research and publication and writing. I've just done a book. I'm getting a book deal with somebody from Amsterdam. Yeah, so those are some of the things that I've been doing while I've been away. And while at it, recently I came back from, when I came back, I was invited to be a guest of honor at the 7th university graduation at University of Tourism, Technology and Business Studies in Rwanda, Kigali. It's a private university, and I've been working with them closely. In fact, I'm one of the people who developed their curriculum. So when they were having their graduation this year, they invited me to be a guest of honor. So I was part of that. And then other than that, last week I just came back from Pwani University, where I was part of a panel that was mentoring students as they were presenting their concepts, master's concept papers in tourism. So it's been busy. It's been busy, yes. It's been busy, but I've been very, very fulfilled.
When you're on sabbatical and you have certain projects to do,
yes.
So do you get funding from the university?
Yes, if you apply for research, like now I got research funds. Got some research money to be able to do the research. I've been able to do a few, plus attend the conferences. So if you apply on time, the university funds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you continue drawing your salary?
Yes. Yes, you continue drawing the salary.
And despite her busy schedule, there is one thing Dr. OKech never takes for granted: spiritual matters. She is a member of the Queen Esther's generation, headed by Pastor Dr. Esther Obasike, a movement whose goal is to transform, equip, empower, and engage the women for Christian service.
I've had a privilege this time in May, in the last meeting. I was a co-minister with Pastor Esther, which was a tremendously humbling opportunity, because that is a big platform. You are talking of 2,000 women plus. And you know, now the spotlight is on you. So that was a great opportunity. It was a great honor for her to be able to trust me, that we can be able to co-minister with her. We had just come back from Australia, where we were launching the Australian chapter. And so, you know, that is my contribution.
Soon and very soon, I am going to see the King.
Dr. OKech is the coordinator of the Canadian chapter of Queen Esther's Generation.
We don't have a membership per se, we just open it to everybody. Queen Esther's Generation as a movement is not tied to one denomination, it's interdenominational. You can come from Catholic, Anglican, wherever you are. It's open to everybody. And we did that so that somebody does not feel that this is just for one church. We wanted to make sure that everybody is included, all women and even men come actually.
One of Roselyne's memorable sessions was in 2018 in Nairobi when she ministered to singles during the annual summit.
They split the groups. Married people go separately and the singles people go separately. So because I'm single, she gave me the opportunity to minister to the single.
If school is what you need to enhance your skill, then do it. If you just need to go for some extra trade, then do it. It all depends on what you're looking for in life. But your ability will set you to stand before kings.
In conclusion, Dr. OKech is active, home and away, and her punchline on the Diaspora Bite is that daring abroad connects people.
This is a program that I'd watched before, and I loved following the stories of Kenyans daring whatever they're doing abroad. And I desired, I guess, within my heart that one day I'm going to appear in this show.